Just having a quiet day today, guys. Quiet being the word. Um, um, Hello, mate. How you doing? It's quite a sunny day out there. Not that I've even been out. Just having a quiet one today. Yeah, just at home. I've not been out. I went out. When did I go out? Yesterday. Not been out today. Might have a walk down the shop in a minute. Where's my bank cards? Let me turn this stove off. That's the one. Should we go to the shop? What, my mum's record? Indeed she was. She was on about 4 television shows. 4 or 5 at one point. Yeah, that's that record down there. Just down there. I've not played it yet. But yeah, this is a South African press, which is quite nice. Yes, mate, indeed. I guess I was born into it, really. Alright, let me just tighten this all. Not press that button. Just tighten these up. We'll have a wander down the shop. Music is, yeah, indeed it is. How are you anyway? What have you been up to this weekend? Been up to anything good this weekend? Where's my little lighter? I can't really take that huge one. Right. Let's go to the shop, guys. Let's go to the shop. It's very sunny out there. 54 party time. Yeah, I know the feeling there. The only party time I get is on my channel here. So yeah. You've done the washing. You're eating well. Right. So we're looking right in there. Quite warm out here. Plane that is. That's just like a warplane of some sort. Bigger plane than normal. So just looking at the warplanes. World War II planes. Drive the wrong way up the street. It's very warm. Stop, look and listen. It's an old safety advert that used to be on TV in the 70s. The Green Cross Code Man. Stop, look and listen as you approach the road, I think he used to say. Showing my age now. The Green Cross Code Man. Oh. It's a bit cooler down here, out of the sun. Oh, South Africa, did they vote against, they got a share government, is that correct? I'm not too sure if I've seen the full result. Oh yeah, I think it's the first time they've had to share the government, is that correct? Yeah, the African National Congress, yeah. I did hear something on the news, oh, they lost. What, completely lost? What, so they're out then completely? That's a bit of history, isn't it, there? Just goes to show. Things go full circle, don't they, sometimes? Oh, they got totally humiliated then. Because the way they were talking a day or so ago, it was going to be a power share, but... Oh yeah, they're all corrupt, yeah. You can tell these nations that are corrupt because they've had the same leader in permanently, do you know what I mean, for decades. Because everything's rigged. A bit like the Russians. I suppose the people want change, don't they? I suppose to start with, they thought, the black man to start with thought, right, yeah, we're ANC. Do you know what I mean? We're ANC all the way. And obviously, all these decades have gone by. They probably want change now. They probably thought, well, this isn't what we wanted. They want change, I guess. Yeah. And these countries have got enough money, like you said, they've got enough money for all them things, electricity, power, and it's just squandered away, isn't it, by the corrupt people at the top, who've like got the money parts, who've got the bank card. It's like a lot of these countries that we give money to. A lot of them have got their own governments, you know what I mean? It's just that they're so incompetent at running anything. Down into the village. Red bank card I need. Blue one. Yeah. Oh, you want a drink? A drink could do me, I think. Stand in the square here in the village. Oh, I get you. Um, I think I lost lost my signal there. Um, I'm back now though. Hopefully. Show you the church here there in the Folly. This is the oldest street in the road. Used to be a pub along here, but obviously I've never been in there. Basically, this is my church, St Mary's, Church of England. Henry VIII started the Church of England. Yep, that's my religion on my birth certificate, the Church of England. And Henry, what year was that? I forget what year it was. But anyway, Henry VIII started the Church of England because he didn't like the Catholics and he wanted to get married again. What you got over there is a big Gothic tower. My dad used to work in there. No, that was built in 17 something. Yeah, mate, back in the day. Yeah, that's a bit of history for you. Very old tomb there. Yeah, that's our local church. Well, yeah, my local church. My primary school was very connected to the church when I was at school. It's probably not now. They're probably not allowed to be, but yeah. It's really sunny out here, guys. The Jews. We've got a Catholic church though. We used to have a boxing club that my dad used to run, and that was up at the Catholic church. Yeah. This is the square. We walk up past the old pub. There used to be a shop when I was a kid there. I might have a sit down for 5 minutes. Butcher, we used to have a butcher. We used to have it all, but sadly now, things have demised. The demise of the village. Let's crack open this Red Bull. Two Red Bulls, one Red Bull actually. Yeah, a lot of places were wrecked. We're quite lucky in that respect out here. We're quite a lot of it's untouched. Let's have a little smoke. No, definitely. World War II shaped the way we are now, believe it or not. Certainly shaped the way of the English countryside. But well, do one day I'll take you along the River Medway. What they got there, they got what's called pillboxes, which were put there for protection during the war. I'll show you them. They're quite interesting actually. They're all along the River Medway. That's because they thought the Germans was going to come along through the water, up the water, up the rivers. Yeah, some places were completely totaled, weren't they? I think we only started doing that to them after they did it to us. Places like Coventry. A lot of places got smashed. What's the time anyway? 4:30. Hey mate. It's what, the most ugly town in Holland? Why is that? I've never been there, but I'd like to visit. Yeah, that would have been history changed that right there. Yeah, we got buildings here which are put up after the war. I'll have to show you some of them. They're called prefabs. And what they are is prefabricated houses that were sort of brought in on the back of lorries and put up so people could live in them. Some of them are still here now. They're still used now. Oh, you got the same there? And are they still used today, the ones in Rotterdam? Which makes it even crazier, really. We got a real social housing problem here, but obviously with the illegal immigrants, it makes it mind-blowing. Yeah, exactly what you're saying there. And a lot of them are like substandard. You get a lot of houses here which are also building on floodplains, areas which are specifically sort of there for the floods. They build on them now, which amazes me, especially around here, because I actually know what's what around here, what floodplains are, which bits of grass are for what. They built houses on them, which is crazy. $8 million Dutch. Anyway, I might get up and have a move around. I think they smell my split. Yeah, this used to be my old school here, where I'm going up through now. And my dad's and my granddad's. Director of Secret Service. That could be a good thing though. You could be a bit more secure with someone like that in charge. And in this day and age, everybody's got to be secure. If there even is such a word now. That's quite warm in the old sun there. A coup. Yeah. Be interesting to see the way our country goes. The way I'm seeing it still and the way I'm reading it on the news is sweeping change, I believe. But yeah. I don't know what date we vote on though. Should be interesting. Get indoors, might even put the record player. I've not played any music in a couple of days. I'll finish that spliff in a minute. So I'm on a different medication today. I couldn't find any of me regular tablets, so I'm taking a 12-hour slow release tablet, but they make me go to sleep. baking. Dextro, that's correct. That is the correct medication. That's the one I'm missing. I'm on something today called lisdexamphetamine, which is similar to dexamphetamine, but it sort of fires off every hour into your brain, where it's slow release, but doesn't really work with me. Oh yeah, mate. Used a lot during the wars, definitely. A lot of good battles were probably won on that stuff. But I guess if your enemy's going non-stop for like 2 or 3 days, you've got to do that as well. It's obviously it's commonly known about Hitler having his own pharmacist and that. But you look at Hitler in the videos, he's shaking and all sorts. He's definitely got something, Parkinson's or something like that. Is that what they used? Turn an ordinary soldier into a... Well, I don't know what they believed it turned them into. Oh yeah, they was all on it back near the First World War. It's like my granddad, he was on a horse. Horseback my granddad was on, and he was too young to join, so he lied about his age. But he was very good on a horse, my granddad, so that's why the army picked him to go in the Lancers on a horse, because he'd grown up on the farms during the early 1900s, and he was very good with the horses. And obviously going to war in World War One, it was just as important you looked after your horse as much as you did yourself. And luckily my granddad, I never met my granddad, but luckily he did make it back. But a lot of his mates didn't. A lot of his mates are still there in the mud, I guess. I'm with you, yeah. It's quite amazing what countries used to sort of own what back then. Everybody was at it though, weren't they, really? Yeah, this just about read the screen. hyped up drink in the corner. The sun won't get out. It's time to sit down, I think. Tell you what, I've had all my windows closed and it's lovely and cool in here. As soon as you open the window, that'll be it. You'll just be fried. Everyone else up the road's got their windows open, but they'll be regretting that later. What little telltale signs in films and what different people have said over the years, some of it does ring true. Nostradamus. Who will be our next Prime Minister? Probably that Labour guy. Can't even think of his name. But I know it's not Richie Sunak, is it? So that's all good. Now, probably the Labour guy, to be honest, from what I'm seeing. In all the polls and that. The polls have been wrong before, but not very... I think people have just had enough. The Tories, really, they've got it all to blame. You know what I mean? The COVID scandal, the Boris scandal. It's just scandal after scandal. And to think, during COVID, while people's loved ones are dying, they're telling us to stay at home, do this and do that. They're all out having a party at Boris's. Do you know what I mean? That's really wrong. And the fact that when he got caught to start with, he said, "No, I didn't do that." I mean, he didn't even put his hands up to start with. I think that's annoyed a lot of people, even your strong Tory voters, are now looking at other people because of what's gone on. It's also very rare that a government leaves us in a worse position than when they took over. Normally, when parties leave, you can look back and say, yeah, well, they've done their bit, but the Tories have sent us backwards. Yeah, mate, all that bullshit, all that jab stuff. Yeah, mate. We bought a lot of fake gear from China to start with, believe it or not. The PPE. They're also giving contracts to their sort of family people, and it's all very corrupt. Yet they tell us we've got no money. Got plenty of money, this country. It's just channeled in the wrong places. Anyway, it gets to the point you'll just have riots. You'll have riots on the streets. That's what happens in the end. That's what happens in England in the end. When the shit hits the fan and the people have just had enough, they get to the streets, man. The young ones get out on the streets and start burning up the towns and all of that we had before. I can see that all coming back, man. All them riots, I can see that coming back. And there's I've noticed as well on YouTube, I'm not into it, do you know what I mean? I'm a music channel, but I do see other channels, the England channels and the British channels. There's something corrupting, man. It's going to kick off soon. Trust me. It's going to kick off. I think the English people and the British people feel like they're kind of getting done over by their own government. It's crazy, mate. It's crazy. Oh, it's going to be a sweaty one tonight. I was going to get the tent out as well. I was going to get the tent out last night, but I've got a lot of work to do the next couple of days in here. 81, 83. Good years, man. Well, they weren't that good, but they were okay. The late 80s got a bit better, but might go hunting another Australian press, my mother's. Feel quite impressed with this one. South Africa, look. There's my mum's group there. In fact, I was very dubious when I bought this. I thought have they really got that there? But obviously, I don't tell them who I am. I don't tell them this is my mum until after I bought it. Otherwise, people could put a load of money on, knowing you might pay it. But 20 quid I paid for that delivered, which was quite a good deal, to be honest with you. Your mum was in Australia? 1958 and 63. It must good times out there then. Yeah, my mum. So that's why I wouldn't mind an Australian press. Also got released in Australia. Whether I can find one though, obviously because it's 1958. I've seen some which the covers of the record are just all ripped up and in terrible condition, but this one's really good. Princess Diana. I can remember the night that happened, mate. I got in from a nightclub and it flashed up on the news there about Diana in the tunnel. Shocking. I woke my dad up and told him. Always used to wake my father up when something major sort of happened. Crazy. And now look at it all. Charles has got cancer. Then again, I always said I'd like Prince William to be king. I mean, Charles really should have abdicated and got out of the way. But that's just me, isn't it? Crazy, isn't it? Bring back the Queen. I've not even seen any money yet with Charles on it. There is stuff out there. But yeah, Charles is very unwell, should we say. Then again, I think that Princess Kate, William's wife, she's got cancer as well. But I guess if Charles passes away and then William was to pass away, it would be the little girl, princess, would become queen. What was her name? I forget what the little girl's name is. She's only about 7. But yeah, in theory, she could become queen. See, you never know, do you? You never know when people are going to die. Crazy. 400. Where's the other drink? Got these drinks, man. They stopped ordering them though in my local shop. These ones are really nice. 4 centuries. Got to set the tent up, man. I'm going to be moving out in the tent while I decorate this. Beer. Monster. Yep, they are Monster. It's not beer, it's an energy drink. I've had a few Dutch beers over the years, though. Make a nice drop of brew. Do the Dutchman. When I was growing up, I used to get all sorts of cans. Weren't like it is now, where it's all just lager. Obviously, back in the day, you had proper cans, man. Duracell Bunny. Oh, I wish I felt like him. Oh. Heineken, yeah, I remember them in the green tins. Yeah, they were very popular in Britain back in the day. Worst taxpayer in Holland. Anyway, I'll be back in a little while. It's been a pleasure talking to you, and I'll be back because my battery's nearly gone.